Hello YouTube and welcome back to my other next VOD of playing Europa Universalis, trying to learn how to play it with Sweden. We need more coin. We did build the market, but somehow it not to the effect that I had wished for. Let's reduce the diplomatic spending. We don't need that much. I definitely don't want a deficit here. Plague pits. This is really bad with the plague. The terror inflicted upon our people by the deathly grip of the bubonic plague has had a captivating effect on our medical professionals in Gilberg. Pioneers who don robes and gloves are ready to push our medical knowledge to the new heights. The only request is that they be given access to an innumerable number of test subjects from our recently deceased. It gives us prosperity. Let's actually do that. Let's also check out where this Gilberg is, because I want to see the prosperity value. This is the development level. Here you can also see what it affects. The prosperity, among others. Topography and vegetation play into it as well. That's very interesting. Current spread of institutions. Okay, he dies. It brings sad news. He has died at the age of 29. He was one of our ministers. So he was the increasing control minister, which is the administrative skill. Dr. Martin Enrique, not a bad guy, maxed out here. Can we go for him? Oh no, it costs us 12 gold. That's a problem. Let's see what we can do about that. We need to reduce fort maintenance a little bit more, unfortunately. And also diplomatic spending is not needed that much right now. Cabinet cooperation. Sharing is caring. We gain legitimacy and trade. 100% legitimacy. That's good for our crown power, which is nonetheless only 10.62%. We do have degradation, okay. Catholicism, okay. We do have manpower, thanks to our sergeantry. And I think this would allow us, theoretically, to recruit regulars, yeah. We're not going to do it just yet. We don't have coin. Our total population is completely dwindling. I mean, look at that, the Black Death and this plague are hitting us really hard. We are losing taxpayers and workforce. They are constructing a tall castle. The estates are actually doing it with their money. It's a bit like in Victoria 3. Where's the tall castle? Here. What does it do? We couldn't do it. Possible nobles plus 10. Local nobles food consumption goes up. Default building time market building cost. A small fortification placed in or very close to a road, river, or crossing. Yeah. Okay, doctors and other experts in the field of sanitation have begun to warn that nearly half of the medicaments in our markets are expired or contaminated by filler material meant to increase the net weight sold. These expired goods pose not only a health risk, but could also result in the further spread of the Black Death. Burn the expired medicine, we lose a lot. Allow the medicine to remain. The Borgers tenant will pay for the expired goods. We would lose a lot of trade advantage. We need to use it. Influential preacher. A devout young preacher by the name of Hakan Birgerson has spoken out recently about how great our adherents of teaching. Saint Javier, you will make a fine bishop, and that gives us prestige. I do want the prestige. Every horse sees the soil must remain arable. Yeah, must remain arable. This depopulation is a real problem. Is there like a health map? Strategy will keep us pious and safe. Self-indulgence will keep us happy and safe. Yeah, let's do that. People it has become clear to us that Consort Blanche de Dampierre is a woman with a heart of gold. Her Royal Highness always does her best to please her husband and treats her friends with unparalleled kindness. During a recent trip to Valcarceri, Consort Blanche saw the suffering of its poorest Bundesstandard with her own eyes. Ever since, she has been drafting a plan to aid her most destitute subjects. In order to make these ideas into reality, however, Consort Blanche needs some funds from the nation's treasury. This would be a lot of satisfaction, actually. It would increase our income, but we would also have to take a debt. So we can't do it. We can trade more, that's good. Is there anything we could or should export? Let's pause. 1.92. 2.95 if we import that, that's even better. Our merchants have begun trading silver. We need to trade more. Can tax them more. Can tax them more. Okay, so Scotland declared us their rival. Interesting. Current constructions in Stockholm, a masonry. No, masonry is needed. They are constructing a scriptorium. That's fantastic. I would have liked to build one, but we couldn't due to budget constraints. Aristocracy is fine by me. Quantity instead of quality. It's also fine by me. Okay, we can trade more. Let's go for something really profitable. Food imports. Yeah, let's go for more silver. Still I can... Yeah, some of the trade routes are not really working. I might want to cancel them actually. Let's cancel them now. I mean, they sometimes revive. But we can't count on sometimes. Get more silver from Prague. That's actually quite a lot. But we're still making a deficit. Let's see if it's the same in the next month. No, okay, that's good. We need books. The scriptorium will help. We're still losing population. No, this run dry. This ran dry. Okay, Stockholm, Prague. But it must pick up speed again. We lost. We don't have enough trade advantage. That's bad. Let's change that. Let's go for buying books actually. Population is increasing again. But we had a massive population drop. I mean, look at that. We can't really see like a proper statistic, but what we can see here, we were like at 900,000 and now we're at 500,000. And there's not really much you can do. A little bit decision making here and there, but you can't really tackle the disease, I think. How happy is Norway with us? Let's check this out. King Magnus IV. Well, that's us anyway. We just can't control that. Let's get more gold from Prague. And 5 more days, 4, 3, 2. Gold. I think this is sometimes just stuck and doesn't update. There's still the Black Death, unfortunately. We lost 312,000 people. Currently there's no... Oh, we can build disease-resistant buildings actually. But this is quite expensive. This one is only 50. Yeah, so maybe we could have done something, but we're also very poor. So, yeah, okay, we could have done something. Let's have the next Reichstag in Visby. Sponsor cathedral. Balance the budget. What does that do? If the debate passes, loan of 25 decreases by 12. Let's try that. Monthly inflation is also reduced, which basically means we can increase minting quite a bit. That is lovely. Quite a bit in this case, really is quite a bit. Max it out, good. Now this is like a game changer, maybe. Because we can then maybe also increase our trading capabilities. I want more gold. Interesting that it apparently goes into the same stack, which is good. Lots of people are missing, even for the marketplaces. Loan taking over. We're going to get more gold. And here it's consolidated. Fantastic. I like that. We fight the past. It fights back. Dedication to a more liberal understanding. Okay, Oreshek loses opinion. Not too bad. Not sure where all this unused trade capacity comes from. Let's see. With 11 debts, we are about to be able to pay one back. I'm going to go for all that gold because we are minting that much. We've maxed out minting basically. But now let's go for something else. Let's go for food. No. Population needs. There's no building needs, I think. Let's go for dice. And let's also go for books. We need more books to make people happy. Loan taking over again from one of the banks. And we can actually repay all possible loans. No, I want to take a look. Current loans is right click, okay. Repay international loan, they're all 10%. Month remaining 2. Let's repay this international loan. Research codified privileges and duties. Grant privilege cost is reduced. Also, I should not forget that we need to hire someone for our cabinet. Suggested. There's so much stuff always open now. Even like this minor stuff, unprofitable buildings. If I close it and there's a one, yeah, no, it will just go up again, I think. Let's get more books. And let's get some fruits, because they want fruits. Gold from Prague is not working, that's a problem. We keep that open though. So let's actually try to, Prague is here, let's actually try to improve our relations with them. Maybe that has some sort of impact. This is not going to get past. Well then, let's go for the cabinet. Let's try to get a dude. He now costs 18. What? That's a steep increase. Rising inflation. Okay, yeah, because this is over, let's scale things back. It was great while it lasted. Let's reduce the cost of the court. For now. Loan taking over. We still have a lot of debt. And there really is no point in conquering anything because it would be so far away from our control. Proximity. Another loan has been taken over. I think I'd rather want to pay back one loan rather than recruiting the guy. So we're still paying 1.99 interest. $32 is the debt now. Exceptional year. Stability or coin? Let's go for the coin. Because then we can repay loans. And that will help us quite a bit. Now the interest went down to 1.59. That's substantial. Strengthen the throne or publish the knowledge. Let's go for publish the knowledge. We have enough legitimacy. Population needs is basically this. What is that? Is that jewelry? Gems. And the gold is still on hold. That's a huge problem. Let's stop this then. And rather trade for something else like jewelry. And let's actually try to fulfill the population needs. Even if it is not as profitable, a happy population is also quite valuable, I think. Sold. There we go. Now this is looking good. Black's Death is still available. I could have isolated the country. Huh. Procure remedies. Okay, you can do stuff. We gain procure remedies until the end of the game. We gain +7 and... Okay, let's actually do that. It's still the end of the game. Okay. Should have done that before, but lesson learned. You need to really act when you get an a plague or something and it costs you dearly. Population is increasing now, luckily, but not much. We've now researched mills. Maximum RGO. Resource gathering operation size. Fantastic. The honest broker. We are gaining an international reputation as a nation that will respect the interests of all its citizens and defend the right of others. The rights of others. Our domestic fair dealing is paying off in the neighborhood. That's really interesting. It's a cool event. Okay, we have trade capacity. And too much trade ain't working, actually. Let's get fur from Novgorod. The books from Lübeck are just not working. And Praha, we have a problem as well. Let's try this one. Let's go more for Novgorod. In praise of scribes, the craft of transcribing text is a difficult and usually thankless task. However, the scriptorium in Stockholm has received praise from an abbot who lauds the scribes with the following praise: the dedicated scribe, the object of our treatise, will never fail to praise God, give pleasure to angels, strengthen the just, convert sinners, commend the humble, confirm the good, confound the proud, and rebuke the stubborn. We gain plus 10 religious influence, or give them satisfaction. Let's give them satisfaction. Autonomous villages, access to royal. Could I revoke this? Huh. Partial heat, maximum in rural. Peasant food consumption goes down. No labor on Sunday. I wonder. Okay, this is stuff they don't have. What they do have is enforced religious unity and religious literacy rights. That's actually good. Progress to quality and discipline, that's okay. Efficiency of our cabinet is also good. Fort limit. This is not so good. Fortification licenses. I don't want to be decentralized. I mean, revoking this would cost us 185 stability. There's no way we're going to do that anytime soon. What we could do is pay back a debt. Oh, Vladimir doesn't like us. But we could also build a marketplace. There's no marketplace here. Okay, we need to save up a little bit more, one more month. And then we can start building the market village. This gives possible soldiers, interesting. Here we are maxed out, by the way. Our theologians are complaining that not enough money is invested in missionary activities. Our current missionaries are hardly enough to convert the whole population of Birken, for instance. No, it's more than enough. I don't want to spend money. I want to spend my money on the market village. There we go. And we should start building roads as well. Shift for the hint. Open with hint. Okay, your pops will join. How can I make them happy? That's the literacy, that's the access to goods. They lack a little bit furniture and rice. We don't tolerate them. They don't have furniture and rice. Fair laws embraced by all. We gain fair laws. The state satisfaction equilibrium and tax efficiency goes up. This is brilliant. And next we will unpress casus belli. Prevent annexation against Denmark. Let's check this out. No casus belli and war. Take the capital Zealand. Impact of prevent annexation casus belli. Conquer cost for takeout. War goal is to take the enemy capital province. You will receive a ticking war score from occupying all the province where the enemy has its capital. This would be here. How powerful are they? And where can I see it? Ah. Got 8,210. We have like 4,000. I mean, plus Sweden and stuff, plus Norway. But that's nowhere near good enough. Gems from the Cologne market are not working anymore. Stop it. Let's get books from Prague. Oh no. Okay, it disappeared again, luckily. Oh no, here it is again. Build disease-resisting buildings. And where is this bloody disease? So many people died. Food production went up, that's good. If we researched everything here. Nomadic capacity. Yeah, and this one. Institution growth, let's go for that. And after that, Cost of court goes down, that's good. This is going to take quite a while to get there. Maritime trade advantage is something we also need, I think. Affected location is currently 0. What are they constructing here? A bridge? Fantastic. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Irrigation in Stockholm also very good. Oh, look at that, we've got quite some coin. Going to spend it on repaying some debt. Yeah, we also pay back the remaining interest. And we're going to pay back this one as well. Acceptance of all is the road to progress. Tolerance may make us rich. We gain development. Good. Now, what's our current interest that we're paying? Went down to 1.2. We nearly halved it. And it would be great to get a cabinet member here for control. 17.49. Let's get him. Increasing control in upland. Yeah, it can still be increased. Intervene in rival war? No. I don't want to go to war. I want to prosper first. Ooh, lovely. They are building a carpenter's guild. Well done, my dear estates. I've now researched classic scholasticism. I think we'll be able to pay back one more. Well, we might be able to repay one more loan, actually. It's tight. Coming of age. Helga. She's very capable. Grant cabinet right. Marry a noble. Let's arrange a royal marriage. Nothing available. Okay. Unmarried children. Yeah, but there's nothing available. We need to check once in a while. Would be cool to get a notification if something becomes available. Look at our coin. We can repay an international loan here. Robbers' parents. The Borgestranded are concerned with the great influence of the Adelstandard in our state. They claim that many lower members of the Adelstandard are disregarding the peace and laws of the land, using their positions of power and the lands that they hold to impose unreasonable tolls and taxes for passing traders. Some are even said to attack and waylay merchants, robbing and or extorting them. Representatives of the Swedish Borgerstrand now claim that the economic development of our country is held back by these excesses. The Adelstandard, on the other hand, argue that they are simply charging reasonable fees. Who pays more taxes is the question, actually. The Borgerstade. So let's take the side of the burgers. Did anyone survive? We lost 312. Excuse me. 1,000 people. We have repaid our loan, okay? Yes, our chancellor died. She was our ruler's mother. No, our chancellor reports. Choking death, unfortunately. Restart is possible. Still in Stockholm. Sponsor noble arts is possible. Post army exercises would reduce army tradition decay. That's also good. Let's go for this. There's a good chance it gets passed. Okay, in these times of rapid change, our traditional ways have led to a revival of the agrarian community. While perhaps not as productive as bustling centers, they provide a level of sustainability and societal cohesion that cannot be otherwise gained without a great deal of time and effort. Perhaps we ought to encourage this revival to further reap the benefits of our traditionalist economies. Strive towards urbanization instead. Encourage the revival. We're anyway going towards it, so let's go for it. We also gain bountiful harvest. Look at our coin all of a sudden, it's exploding. Not sure how this is happening. Is this a bug? I would have to watch the replay because we should get the coin, at the end. Oh no, actually all the loans were extended automatically, I think. Okay, let's repay the loan here. So we get rid of it. Then the others we will repay when they are due. And we just pay some of the interest now. What is it? R is resources, Control T is... yeah. I want to see the roads. There's like a map for roads, I think, this one. Maritime dominance. We lose support in Reichstag. That's not good. So, the red shows us roads. Interesting. It doesn't help us that much that we have a road here. And if we were to go in Stockholm and then go to the road builder. Okay, we've passed it. Good. 101. There's already gravel road. So we could go to here, 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 and here. This would cost us 377. Holy crap. Now if we were to select this, build the road up here, it's 103. The road from here to here is 108. 321. Yeah, we can't afford that. At least not yet. Let's build another peasant building here. Should be very profitable and give us trade. And then next we are going to build here. Forest village, what is that? Possible laborers, soldiers. Local peasant power. This gives food capacity, trade advantage, and trade capacity. This only gives local food production. Forest and the wildlands are not as inhospitable as one might think, for the lands are plentiful in animals that can be hunted both for their meat and their hides. As such, people are usually eager to settle near any forest with abundant animal life they can exploit. So we would get sand, tar, and wild game equal leather, I guess. Some trade ain't working, the books are not working. Let's try again. It's a lot of books. No, the book trades are not working. Can we get the gems though? We can almost build the forest village, the market village, sorry. We've now researched exotic diplomatic gifts. Nice. They could also get the peasant treatment. I wonder where all these 3,000 are working. There's only 1,000 working here. Where are they working? Political crises occur from time to time in our kingdom. They often involve a conflict between King Magnus the False and the Reichstag among the Adelstandard. Unrest among the Adelstandard or conflicts of interest between the Adelstandard, Bürgerstandard, and Protestandard. One such crisis has recently cast a doubt on our governing institutions. Political crisis or reputation is not everything. Yeah, let's reduce our prestige a little. No. What does the efficiency of our cabinet is reduced? Yeah, well, but 25%, but yeah, it's okay. Don't want to lose even more prestige. We hardly have any. Let's build the market village. So we're now building 2 market villages. Stabilized country gives us 0.07. That's actually noticeable. Tribesman to peasant, that's also interesting. And the guys that are unhappy here, are they? Where are the semi-patriots rising? They're actually rising outside. No, that's actually inside my territory. But no one is living there, apparently. Prince Sigurd has reached the age of 16, and he's our ruler's son and heir. And he is okay with regards to stats. He's also the heir to Iceland and Greenland. Unmarried adult heir. There are no countries possible to select. Lots of negatives here. I can't sort by likelihood. Lots of negative points here. Yeah, well. It's really bad. We could marry a noble or lowborn. Let's marry a noble. There's one. She's too old. Could she marry a noble? Like this dude. Or this dude is not too bad. His age also is quite decent. Marriage with a noble is a beneficial way for our country to ensure succession without foreign influence. Let's do it. Join Foreign Order of Chivalry. That's cool. Appoint as cabinet advisor. Cancel. We still need quite a few more workers. Market Village. There we go. Let's try again to get some books. Consort of the People. We do have the coin, let's do it. Here we can get books from Novgorod. And pearls. Let's check the... We have a market. They don't have one yet. It's only 80, but still not too bad. Let's give them a market village. Yeah, it's not good. And getting books seems to be very problematic. Maybe from Cologne. Accept their rightful claims or ignore their demands. Let's ignore their demands. They don't like that. They want it a bit too much. As the spell is running out. I mean, I'm playing on Iron Man and I'm pretty sure we would lose this. And it would just be the two of us. And here it says we are slightly weaker than them, and here we are weaker than them. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. I won't be attacking them. I'm not prepared enough. Let's check what we could build in Stockholm. This needs 100 people. Crown power is increased by plus 10%. Okay, that's interesting. Pinnacle of the state, the royal court is the center of monarch's power and splendor. The royal garden gives prestige and diplomats. I think we need to save for the royal court. Unless we have to pay back debt in the meantime, I think we might be good. Okay, let's fasten things. Everything runs really smoothly. Also, my Iceland game, where I was like 1400 or so, it runs very smoothly. And I did not have a single crash yet. So that's great. Late feudal relations, advanced research. Okay, that's good. You like us more. Market village will be ready soon. Apparently there was a lack of building material. Books from Cologne to Stockholm. Well, it's working actually. Now we can get something else. Gems from Krakow, maybe. Unhappiness among the merchants. Get rid of the troublemakers. Okay, now they hate us. They just about hate us. How could I improve prestige? And here we can pay for stability actually. Let's pay a little bit for stability. It might be helpful. He could maybe Revel crackdown. Yeah, let's crack them down. Parallel authority. The Protestant are not the sole authority within their city system. Protestant also have a strong presence in most big cities. With whom do we want to side? Yeah, with the bogus tenant. They would actually go up again. Rebel crackdown. RGO's missing employees. Still, a lot of employees are just missing. Is our population going up or down? I think we might have enough coin for the palace. For the royal court, no. We cannot afford hundreds. Okay, we just about have enough. It seems as if Protestant are moving out of the hinterlands to Nurkoping and okay. And that goes towards centralization. We have to accept this then. We're cracking them down. That's good. Salted overlordship. Nice. I can't wait to play tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow, 6 p.m. Central European time, I think. The game will be available for everyone, and you can actually start preloading today. There was like a Steam news, I think. So you could theoretically start downloading. It's, I think when I downloaded it was 95 gigabyte. So not too small. Depending on your internet connection, it might be worthwhile preloading. And because you've apparently pre-ordered, you also get the soundtrack, which is cool. It's 204 tracks in the soundtrack. And here I'm still learning the game. I'm about 11-12 hours into the game in total. Okay, let's repay the loans actually. I want to get rid of the loans. We wait with the palace a little bit. I don't want any more loans. We're finally recovering here. Still one more debt. 3 months. Yeah, so tomorrow is the day. I think there will be lots of bugs being discovered, but I haven't seen many bugs. No, I said I'd buy it when it came out. I thought it would be smaller for some reason. Yeah, I think it's when I downloaded it, it was 95. I think it will be the same because I'm playing on version 1.0. There was a small update today, I think because of the preload maybe. I started playing a little bit Friday evening, and but if you buy it when it comes out, then you pay I think €59.99, and if you pre-order it now, you also pay €59.99, but get the free soundtrack, and you can still, within those 2 hours, I think you can still refund it if you don't like it. So I suggest to buy it now, basically, for the free, well, kind of free music DLC or soundtrack, because unless there's like a 10%, or sometimes publishers do like a 10% release discount, but I don't know if they are going to do it. World Horse always does like a release discount, but I think Paradox, I'm not sure, with Europa Universalis 5. Yeah, 95 is quite substantial. We can actually check real quick. Properties. Okay, but now the size of the installation is 14.8 gigabyte, but I'm 100% sure I downloaded 95. But maybe it's 14.8 then. But because according to Steam, 14.8 I installed. Um, okay, I think I've just lost. I should still be live, right? I had like an OBS connection loss. I need to pause the YouTube quickly. Hello YouTube and welcome back. After this short interruption, unfortunately my entire internet connection had died. I restarted the router, it didn't help. And after some time it started working again. Obviously all viewers are now gone. I did post a message on YouTube now as well. But yeah, that's very unfortunate. Vodafone, it's yeah. I recently said it didn't break down for so many months, and now it broke down during the pre-release day stream, unfortunately. But I'm going to continue a bit, and you can also watch the VOD. And we're actually picking up pace with Sweden, at least a little bit. I'd rather say we've recovered from a miserable situation. Is what I should say. It's now lagging a bit, but now it's working okay. And yeah, I'm going to build the royal court. And I think this is quite exciting, and we will at least play for this stream till we've got the royal court. Also in OBS, I can't in the YouTube live control panel. Okay, now it's connected again. EU5 with Sweden. Yeah, 0 viewers, but yeah, instead of 15. So thanks a lot to everyone who had tuned in. Prestige really is a problem. I think there's like somewhere is this artsy-fartsy stuff which might help. Culture, works of art. Artist skill, so hire artist. Yeah, we don't have the coin. Slow things down a little. I'm not going to build anything else in Stockholm now because it would queue it. So it gives local nobles power. Local proximity source plus 20. That's not too bad. And how many people work there? None. I don't know. We could go for a farming village, but it doesn't really give us coin. Let's go for another market village. We don't have any more debts. We also reduced the court cost now. And we need to go for something else. So here we can choose something that's, if we just want something good, we can just go for it. Let's go for local nobility. You can also call the Reichstag. Let's do one in Linköping, actually. Expand gravel road network. Selecting this issue will add 14.79% to the parliament support. That would be really helpful, actually. But I think it's too unlikely. But we will try. We will try. And I think there's a way to kind of force it, lessen levy obligations. Okay, if we promise them something, they will help us. We gain reduced levy obligations for nobility. And that would give us their support. Let's do it. Not planning to go on war. 50% is obviously quite a lot. Now we have a good chance of passing it. You need to play around with that. There's so many mechanics you need to pay attention to. We're now actually going to save up money to, build roads. Plutocratic movement. We lose legitimacy. Let's actually do that as well. Obviously they didn't like it yet, but it'll go up again. It's currently going down anyway. No active policy in the economy of the Union. This is new. So we've got another law now. So we can go for unified treasury. So it goes to the personal treasury of the build road buildings and members, and yeah, no, let's go for a unified treasury. Start a debate on choosing a policy for a new law. Cancel. Why does it say we have no policy? I do want this policy. Maybe that's what's currently active anyway. I'm not sure. Let's speed things up a little. So this means the cardinals in the Curia have come to a conclusion and have now enacted Apostolica Seritas. Okay. 152 days left. Parliament requests. This makes us lose support. Asked for law changes. We don't have an autocratic parliament. If the debate, while this issue is debated, the gravel cost is actually reduced and the road building time is reduced. Okay, so we need to build it actually before it is they finish debating. So we need more coin quickly. Okay, let's lose prestige. It's 0 now. It will go down further actually. That's bad. Let's spend some money on fort maintenance. We gain 5% support, good. Gain cultural tradition as well. Not much time left. How much is the cost for roads now? 132. This would be 105. 38. Yeah, we're not going to be able to do it on time, unfortunately. So it was all in vain. At least go down here. 78. I'm not going to go into debt again. At least we went into and now it's 696 again, which is a lot. Yeah, I picked that too early, I think. Yeah, thanks a lot. 2 people have tuned in again. I unfortunately had to disconnect from the entire internet. And I'm just in the last steps of this recording as well. We will see the palace, or the royal court, I should say. Empty cabinet slot. Why is there an empty cabinet slot? Oh, because they're not doing anything. Okay, they finished their work with the rebel crackdown. Yeah, but they are so minor, it's not worth it. Spell people. Convert province. Settle tribesmen. Tribesmen to peasants. Let's do that. There we go. The market village is almost ready. I think it's just lacking some goods that need to be transported. There we go. It should actually give us more market capacity or trade capacity. There we go. Came with the tick. We need gems. We need to try to get them from Riga, maybe. Because Prague doesn't really work. And let's put one more here. And another one here. This is not good. We finished encouraging tribesmen to settle. Oh no. It's because he died. That's a shame. He costs money, but he seems to be quite good. Yeah, well, I mean, he's old as well. That's a bit of a problem. He's 40. Let's go for him. I want him to settle tribesmen. Yeah. Swedish tribes. There are only like 574 left. We're about to get our... Currently we have 15.8 kronen. Now we do have the... I should have kind of activated that we get like a pop-up or something. But we do have our Royal Court in Stockholm. This is the required products. That gives us lots of crown power. Yeah, maybe that's already the 15 point... No, it's the 18.07 now. That will be reflected in our income as well. And the Royal Garden? Yeah, not enough tin in the Stockholm market. Seems that a member of cabinet will stop at nothing to elevate his position. He's doing a great job. Let's keep him for now. We need tin. Where is tin? There's a search function. That's really good. There's tin. Where is it the cheapest? In Prague. We've got like everything there, I guess. We don't have any capacity. Is there someone... Mary Noble? She's just too old. Local nobility. Let's go for max literacy nobles. And then army morale. He's 16. Let's throw him apart. He's actually not too great. It's only this old noble. That sucks. Okay, let's see if we can get... some tin. Market. Let's get it. But it's not going to be enough actually. Member for our cabinet has been a faithful servant so far. Oh man, he's really getting on my nerves. Let's off with his head. Here we go. Oh, and there's my first crash ever. That's really sad. My first crash after 13 hours. Just sending this crash report. And then I'm going to see where the game actually saved. I stopped the game. Okay, let's fire it up. It's loading. So first my internet dies and then Europa Universalis dies for the first time. Okay, as you can see, it's loading. Loading screen is shown now. Here you can see the achievements. We can already. I actually got some of the achievements, some easier ones, but they are not carrying over from the press version. So like all in favor I did get. That's really easy to get. Rule of law. Yeah, none unlocked unfortunately. Loading game resources in progress. So if you were to buy the game before the release, which is at 6 p.m. CET on the 4th of November, you still get the soundtrack for free. 204, well, not for free, it's kind of like part of the deal. 204 tracks. So this loading always takes a bit. You know, when you've got the 100%, there's still like another few percent to go. There we go. Not sure how much of a setback this is. Something ain't working with the trades. 1363, but we've got this dude already. Yeah, and they finished. Okay, he's still around. Let's have him stabilize the country for now. Maybe we can then remove some privileges eventually. We have some. I'm not going to do. I mean, if we were to remove all this, because it's not working anyway. But this is not enough for... We need to stop this. And now we need to go for tin. Buy. I just want 2. From Prague. Let's see if this actually plays out as I think it does, or hope it does. I think that would still be interesting for this video. Building needs is the books, but that's Krakow. We can try. Okay. Let's take a look. There's not enough tin in the market. Gold is a sign of true worth. We gain a lot. Okay, some things cannot be bought. Yeah, let's not sell titles. I think now we are just missing the 168 gold. It would increase, help with our prestige quite a bit if we were to gather it. Also monthly diplomats, which means we can spend our money differently. It's really cool with the ice here. New market on the way. Tarnovo, I've been there. Getting all the coin will still take some time. Only 50 people will work there. Should be no problem. Here it says 200 coin. Was shown before any local modifiers are applied. Can we see the modifiers here? Gold is a bit expensive, but the rest is cheap. Okay, we can't get the books. Let's try to get them from Prague again. Okay, Torah. We lose stability. Cannot allow it. Okay. And actually my internet connection broke down yet again. But I will now just continue this. Burgess is our pope. We gain legitimacy. That's what we need. Wave of knowledge is power. Ignorance is bliss. I'd rather go for the stability now, to be honest. And here we are going to click on the royal garden now. But then we can keep that open till the next stream or video. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Until then, bye for now.